Hi guys. Welcome to Otaku Junkie. Today I'm going to explain episode 6 of Chainsaw Man. When the devil hunters notice something is off when Hirokazu descends from the second floor. Kobani is asked by Himino to give the peace sign and remain still. Then she emerges from upstairs, but Himino goes downstairs first. Aki walks into one of the spaces. He observes that there is a different chamber on the opposite side of the window. He enters in, exits via the door, and discovers himself on the same 8th floor as the room he just left, across from it. Denji agrees, saying that there is a door from the room on the other side of the windows to the room directly across from them. Then Aki understands they are stranded on the 8th floor. They make numerous attempts, but ultimately come to the conclusion that it must be a devil's ploy. They are unable to depart the 8th story by way of the stairs or lift. Elevators don't work, and windows lead to the rooms across from them. Returning to the 8th floor involves passing through the ceiling as well. Denji accuses Power of killing the head demon because she believes it may have sealed them before it died, but Power quickly denies this accusation. That is impossible, says Aki. Because the devil's power will vanish when he dies. Himino remarks that this is the first time she has ever witnessed a devil employ such cunning. Other devil hunters are probably going to show there to assist them, but Himino is hoping they won't fall victim to the same trap as them. Kobani sobs, declaring that they will all perish. Since her family needs money to send her intelligent brother to college, she was forced to pick between working as a sex worker and a devil hunter. When Power notices her crying, she begins to mock her. When Aki observes that all of the clocks have stopped at 8:18, he deduces that the devil has managed to stop time on the 8th level and that no one will likely rescue them. Denji is delighted since it means he can sleep whenever he wants. As they remain there indefinitely, Hirokazu labels him an idiot. That might or might not be true, Denji responds, adding that they should wake him up when they figure it out. After some time, Himino wakes up Denji and informs him that they have determined that the electricity and water supplies are still operational. Additionally, they were able to retrieve some food that had been abandoned by evacuees. Aki won't stop searching for the devil and won't take a nap. Hirokazu was scheduled to accompany Aki, but he barricaded himself in a room out of fear. Himino had to knock Kobani out because she became irrational and wanted to drink from the toilet. Power has nothing else on her mind but winning the Nobel Prize and the subsequent treatment she will receive from people who would regard her as a deity. When she became prime minister, she would increase the consumption tax to 100%. Himino becomes less tense after hearing from Denji that Power is always like that. Himino lights her final cigarette while caring for Hirokazu and Kobani. Himino reveals that she taught him how to smoke, and Denji observes that she uses the same brand of cigarettes as Aki. Himino had earlier asked Aki if he smoked, but the latter had said that it was unhealthy. Himino surmises that Aki became a demon hunter because he doesn't want to establish friends and instead wants to slay the gun demon. He probably believes that it doesn't matter if smokes affect demon hunters' health because they typically pass away early. Himino hopes that Aki's declaration that he won't pass away easily is true because losing a teammate always causes too much trouble. Later, Aki witnesses Himino getting slapped by a woman. Himino then says that the woman in question was a former teammate's girlfriend. Those family members typically turn on the devil hunters since they are unable to vent their anger against the devil. Then, in vengeance, Aki chases the woman and sticks a piece of gum in her hair, reminding Himino that she should always fight back when someone wrongs her. Himino laughs despite being startled. Himino gives Aki a cigarette later on at dinner in the hopes that if they are going to be teammates for a while, he will start smoking. Aki accepts the gift but is adamant that it will be his one and last cigarette ever. Himino informs Aki that she is now smoking her final cigarette when he comes to the group on the 8th floor and asks whether she has any. When Aki comes up to her and requests the cigarette, she offers it to him. Denji then accuses them of a covert kiss, but they don't listen. The devil they murdered is becoming larger, Aki then says, and he is awful news. When they go outside after hearing something in the hallway, they see a fleshy blob with eyeballs, arms, and other bodily parts blocking the way. The devil then refers to them as stupid humans and requests a contract from them. The devil wants to devour Denji, whether he is living or dead, and if it gets what it wants, it will spare no one else's life. When Kobani leaves the room, he tells Denji to let the devil consume him while brandishing a knife. Her rush towards Denji is met by Himino's knockdown and Aki's disarming of her. Since the Fox Devil is in Kyoto, Aki tries to use him but is unable to do so, concluding that the location is totally isolated from the outside world. Himino then utilizes her ghost devil, devouring the devil's parts. The devil cries out in agony about how much it hurts, yet he only grows bigger. They are wasting their time, the devil says, for this is simply his stomach and not his genuine body, which lacks his heart. Once more, the devil requests a deal from them. Denji speculates that it will still murder everyone, but Himeno clarifies that as long as they uphold the terms of the bargain, the devil will also have to carry out his part and the first one to do so would perish. Hirokazu also appears and warns them to murder Denji or else they would perish. Since the devil wants Denji dead, Aki claims it must be in its best interest in some way, therefore he declines. Himeno declines as well, but Power is okay with killing him because if she can't get away, she won't be able to receive the Nobel Prize. The gang muses for a while longer. Himeno stops Aki from using his blade, despite his declaration that he will if necessary. Denji questions why, but Himeno asserts that she would sooner murder Denji than allow Aki to wield his sword if necessary. Hirokazu notices that the meal has all been consumed. He observes Power munching, but she claims Denji ate it all and denies it. Then Kobeni appears and accuses Power of being unable to flee because of his abilities. Hirokazu tries to reassure her, but she assumes he is a spy because he is on the side of the devil. Power attests to it, but Hirokazu disputes the claim. However, Kobeni approaches him and yells that he is a spy, frightening him. The devil outside then gets bigger, chases Aki, Himeno, and Denji while claiming to be driven by fear and wants Denji. The devil claims to be the Eternity Devil and that only he is capable of killing the chainsaw. The ground then makes a 90-degree turn. Aki and Himeno are commanded by Hirokazu and Kobeni to kill Denji. Himeno uses her devil on Aki to prevent him from using his sword after he resolves to do so. She explains that while using his sword would allow them to escape, doing so would violate the terms of his contract and shorten his life. Aki manages to shift and shields Denji with his body, allowing himself to be stabbed. As Hirokazu leaps on him and Kobeni tries to attack him, Aki screams that he doesn't care if Denji perishes, but Denji also wants to kill the gun devil, and Aki is aware that he cannot accomplish this on his own. Aki will not allow Denji to perish, even if he has little time left to live. He needs as many devil hunters to battle beside him. Denji queries Power about perhaps halting Aki's bleeding. Power reveals that while it's challenging to control someone else, she can manage her own blood, but losing Aki would mean losing her personal chef. Himeno loses her cool after assuming that Aki could pass away and begins to consider their options. Denji alone is to blame, according to Kobeni, who might have prevented everything. Denji finally concedes, informing them that while he will let the devil eat him, he will still battle him and, if possible, kill him, so Himeno shouldn't forget her commitment to kiss him. Denji surmises that the devil begs them to kill him because he is frightened of the chainsaw. Denji plans to send the devil to hell and then make it kill itself because it was wailing in agony when Himeno was fighting him. Denji complains that Aki did this for him and says that after they go, they will fight it out. Denji pulls his cord and leaps into the hallway to confront the Eternity Devil. With this episode 6 comes to end. If you like my explanation, consider subscribing channel for more videos like this.